Hi YouTube fam, I hope you're having a good week so far. My weeks always go so fast. I don't know if yours do. My weeks go fast, my weekends go fast. Then it's back to the work week and it's, yeah, it's just been that way for so long. But I hope you're having a good week. I'm making a short video just to share some updates with you. There's a couple things that I wanted to share. So let's start with my new carpet. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got new carpet last Thursday, and so it's been about a week, which I've needed it forever. I've been in this townhouse for 13 years, and my kids were little. I mean, fairly little when we moved here. They were 3rd grade and 6th grade, heading into 3rd grade and 6th grade. So we had friends and dogs and everything, and over the years, the carpet, it just took a beating. So, and I would clean it with the rug doctor twice a year. I shared that, fall and spring. And so that it would look better for a little while, but you know how as carpet gets old, it just seems like the dirt just bleeds back up through the pad or something. I don't know. So it would look better for a while and fresher for a while, and then it would start looking like I never did anything. So yeah, my new carpet is so pretty. It makes the room look bigger, and other people have said it too. It's like, why does your living room look bigger since you got carpet? But it does. It looks like it's like 3 or 4 feet wider. It's funny, but yeah. So I have clean new carpet. Have I paid for it? No. It's on my credit card. So, and the interesting and wonderful thing there is my son gave me $500, and I said, he handed me a little stack of 50s, and I said, is this for the carpet? And he said, it's for whatever you want to do with it, Mom. Seriously, the Lord is blessing me through both my kids, actually, seriously, in many ways, but my son in that particular moment. And so he's going to help with $500 of it. And when I got my new carpet, I decided once the carpet was in, and everything was in the kitchen and in the garage. So I moved what was in the kitchen, you know, the table and stuff, in the garage, and then the couch. And I have one of those like double wide chairs. It's actually like too wide. I'm kind of like over it now. It's been 13 years, but my double wide chair, and I used to sit with it with my kids and stuff, but now my kids are grown, so it's like this thing. But anyway, so my coffee table and my end tables look so bad, especially the top, not so much the sides and the front. They're mission style, and if you know what mission style looks like, with the, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got the dark wood and the black handles, and then it's got the like, I don't know how, I don't talk decorative stuff, so I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, they're mission style. And I was like standing there going, I absolutely cannot put these back in the living room. So, and here I've just spent like $1,300, and I don't know exactly, but it's like $1,350 or $80 or something is my carpet bill, and that I've not paid for. And this was before my son gave me money. And I was like, I absolutely have to get something different for coffee table and end tables. I just have to. And I pray about everything. You know, God helps me and provides for me in so many ways. I've been check to check for so long that I've just, as soon as I need something, I just pray, and the Lord provides it in some way. So I stopped at Ashley Furniture, and I don't know if you have them where you live, but we have Ashley Furniture. And I'm not a big shopper. I'm going to tell you, I want to like go in one or two places, find something, buy it, and go home. I'm not like, I got to look all over the city, not me. So I went into Ashley Furniture and I walked around the entire store. I looked at every coffee table and end table set. And that would look fairly similar. My TV stand is still in great shape. And it was the set, the grouping that I bought long time ago. And the coffee table and end tables took the beating, but the TV stand is like near perfection. So I wanted to kind of sort of match that. And I walked around the whole store, and then finally it's like, okay, this is about the closest I'm going to get. And it's actually pretty. I was wondering if it's a little too dark, and it actually turned out. So what happened is I had actually looked at the Ashley Furniture in the city where I work, which is an hour south of where I live. So then on the weekend, I went to Ashley Furniture and Furniture Mart, which are right next to each other. And I walked into Furniture Mart first. And I went into the clearance center, and there's the coffee table and end tables in the clearance center. And they were on sale at Ashley for regular $620 for like $420 or something like that. And so I told the sales girl, I said, on the floor at Ashley Furniture in Shakopee, where I work, they're $420 on the main floor, not on the clearance floor. And she said, oh, these aren't $420. They're, oh gosh, what did she say? I'm trying to remember. They're $3 like something, you know, I'll get you a discount or whatever, but yeah, you don't have to pay $420. Well, and then she and I were looking at it, and there was like this decorative piece that was on there. And then when that decorative piece on the coffee table was removed, it actually had been covering a couple of like surface scratches that don't like buff out. And so she said, I'll take a little more off for those scratches if you still want it. Otherwise, you can, you know, shop at one of the Furniture Mart is part of Ashley Furniture. I didn't know that before this whole adventure. And she said, you can get new, you know, you can do that, or you can take this, and I'll take another $50 off, which brought it down to $270. So I went from $420, which I thought was really good and doable, to $270 in a couple of days. And I got my van and went and picked it up. I paid her that day, went and picked it up on the weekend. And yeah, so I got my coffee table and end tables. Now what I'm going to do is put one of those center, like, you know, those coffee table trays, and they have very short sides, like about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. And you set like a candle and a devotional and a, you know, maybe a pen or something in that, and that'll cover that center part that has that. It's actually a couple of like surface scratches, not super deep, but yeah. So for $270, $270, and I haven't paid that for that yet either. But then my son gave me the $500. So Mama's racking up a bill, but my son is going to help me with it, and I do have some money in my account. So when my credit card bill comes in, I'm going to be able to pay for it. So I got to tell you, my living room looks 100 times better, 100% better than it did. It's like shocking when you walk in my front door. Carpet makes a big deal, and then having the newer, they're new, but of course they were in the, what do you call it, the floor model. She said they're the floor model, and then they were in the clearance center there. And so, yeah, and my couch and my chair are not, you know, they're worn. I mean, I bought those in 2005. It's 2021. So, but yeah, so big story there, but very happy to actually have a presentable living room. So I'm grateful for that. And that's another check off the checklist. So if I decide to sell, like in the spring, probably when, you know, maybe the mandates or, you know, whatever's happening, at that point, I'm going to be ready in that way too. So I'm so grateful for that. So, and I didn't want to buy new carpet for somebody else to enjoy. I want to enjoy it for a while. I've put up with old, worn out, matted, you know, not so, I hate to say like dirty, you know, like I would try to clean it and stuff, but you know how that cup bleeds back through. So it was just like so dulled. So yeah, so done. It was just done. So I want to enjoy some new carpet for a while. So now I get to. So that's my carpet story. So I feel so blessed in that way. And then my son giving me money. I said, you're going to make me cry. And I didn't want to sit there and cry. You know, I just didn't. But I got some tears and I was just like, thank you. You know, this just, there goes my voice. He just helps me so much. Both my kids do in different ways. Nicholas most of the time just gives me money. He's given me money probably 4 times. And the other 3 times has been $200 each time. And he's just like, you did so much for us, Mom. You did so much for us. Makes me cry. So, yeah. So he's, he blesses my life and helps me financially. So God is blessing me through my own children. The next thing I want to share about is, and this is kind of like out there, but I was around 4 people that have taken, or followed the current agenda. And I wasn't thinking about it. That was not the point of the meeting. And I was sitting there. We were sitting around a table, you know, having dinner. And I noticed that 2 of the 4 people had a greenish hue to their skin. And I said to myself, am I actually seeing a greenish hue to their skin? 2 of them had it, 2 of them did not. So I looked up. Now we know what it's from, but I wanted to check like maybe a possibility of what it would be. So I looked up what causes a greenish hue, and of course they gave the cheap jewelry thing, and it's like, that's not what I'm talking about. That washes off. It's, and I'm not sure how to say that, but hypochromic, or CHROMIC, hypochromic anemia, which results in the red blood cells lacking the normal level of hemoglobin, is one potential cause of green skin. So when I did this search, of course, bruising and then cheap jewelry or some kind of jewelry or metal allergy or something like that can cause a green hue to the skin, but again, it can be washed off. I'm talking about a green hue on the face. That's where I saw it, on the face of 2 people. And I was like, what am I seeing here? That was very strange for me. So my question for you is, have you noticed this at all in anyone that you've seen that has been following the current agenda? And I've seen, or, you know, been around other people that have followed the agenda and not seen that. But it was just this past weekend was the first time that I've seen a green hue to the skin, which is so strange. So if you have seen that in anyone, will you please comment below? Thank you. I got about 4 minutes left. The other thing that I want to share about is I was listening to a video on a servant's heart. She's that spunky, older woman, pretty feisty, and definitely has a strong walk with the Lord. And she was talking about several things, but the thing that I want to share with you just to be aware of is that there are, and there have been, but maybe more so now, demons that are, you know, they can shapeshift and form, and they can look like people. I've shared that in past videos. My daughter has been approached by demons, a demon that looked like me and another demon on another occasion. Both were at night, during the night, awake during the night, and the other one was her boyfriend. And as they move closer, she can see that they're not the person. It wasn't me. It wasn't Dale. And that they're actually a demon that's changing their form. I mean, they can change their form to, I think, just about anything. So what, I think her name's Betty from A Servant's Heart, and she was talking about, you know, just sharing a warning and being aware of the fact that there are people, or not people, demons, that look like people and they're not. They're demons. And they want to, like, wreak more havoc on people in these end times. And so they want to get into, like, a church. They want to just sow their destruction, their death and destruction into, you know, churches and Bible studies and, you know, workplaces and ministries and families and just wherever they can get in. And she was talking about how they're going to come off very kind, very good, very helpful, very everything to become part of your life and to get into the inner circle. That's where they do their work, is in the inner circle, in a family. And they're actually demons posing as people like you and me. So she shared that warning about that, and I'm sharing it with you. I've read about that in the past. There are some people, particularly celebrities, that I've sometimes wondered, is that a real person or is that a demon? Because some of the public people aren't real people. I don't know if that freaks you out, but they're not. And so now there's, like she was saying, you know, sharing that warning that just be careful, you know, if it's something or someone rather at work, in your neighborhood, in your Bible study, at work, wherever, that just to be cautious of that. And it's, you know, of course they're going to come off great in the beginning, like maybe even a little too good to be true. And then they're going to start sowing their demonic seeds in whatever they're doing. And they're going to, of course, wanting to destroy marriages or, you know, Bible study, or probably sow some untruth. I mean, there's so few biblically sound churches, Bible study people, Christians. There are so many false beliefs, and they have some truth, and then, of course, some, you know, untruth in there that, you know, an untruth that isn't going to take you to hell isn't going to do a whole lot. They want to get in there and sow untruth that are actually going to, you know, take your salvation from you, that level of sin. So I got about 10 seconds here, so I'm going to wrap up. But just be aware of these things. Share if you have seen anything like what I've seen. All right, fam, see you soon. All right.